Public trust in government is essential to a healthy democracy. What specifically would you do to strengthen each of these areas? Transparency in decision making, civic participation, and residents' confidence in city leadership.
Yes, great question. For the last 4 years on council, I have consistently posted our council agenda every single week on Nextdoor and on social media. And I get quite a bit of response from the community where they're asking questions about what's on the agenda. It has been, it's a simple thing, but it really impacts the community. It's one of the top things I actually hear about from people who just see me in the grocery store of, hey, thank you for posting what's out there. I might not come to a meeting, but now I know what is going on. The city, our communications department actually recaps every single city council meeting and also posts that on our social media. So I would like to see more engagement with that. We also go on to KPCW every Friday morning and share with the public the decisions that were made by council the night before. One of the big projects I worked on before our city manager left was a city manager work plan. And this is now posted on the front page of our city website. It shows all of our priority projects that the city and the community that we are working on for the community. Right now, we have about 33 projects, and that's not necessarily development. That is just everything that our teams are working on. And then there are KPIs of what has been achieved, when we think the project will finish, and those are updated by our communications team. So that gives the public the opportunity to know what we're working on. I am our state liaison, and I also sit on the Leagues of Cities and Towns board. And so during the legislative session, I am constantly posting on Nextdoor and my own social media what bills are in the works and how you can participate and how you can take action at the state level. Last year, at one point, I think we had 7 or 8 bills all formulated around housing, which we will see again this year. And it's really important that the community understands what the legislature is working on. We tend to sometimes forget that the legislature has such a huge control over our city, but it's important that during that session and even at other times of the year, we know what's coming. I also was instrumental in helping the mayor form a youth council, which I think has been phenomenal to reach younger voters and to reach a younger demographic. So we spend a year walking through high school and middle school kids what it's like to be on council and asking for their opinions. And then, it's great. They get to go home, they get to talk to their friends, and they get to say, I had a hand in helping some decision making with council. And it just gives a different demographic the openness to come into a city council meeting and say, I know what's going on here. So I love that. We also host mayor and council neighborhood sessions where we basically take what's happening at city hall and bring it out to the public. But there's some future improvements that we definitely can work on. One is that I've noticed that during a campaign season, we have a lot of small gatherings and these living room conversations, and we don't do those the rest of the year. And I think it would be phenomenal for me to at least say, hey, to a person in Park Meadows or something like, hey, I'm going to come over and bring 25 friends and we'll have some wine and cheese and I'm going to tell you everything that's going on in the city and then you can ask questions throughout the year so that when it comes to another election season, people are actually a little bit more informed.